Welcome to our online class of English conducted by License School. And today we are going to discuss about noun number. The last class we had discussed about noun and its kind. And today I am going to explain noun number. Before going to noun number, let me just remind you what is a noun. Noun is a name of a person, place, things, animals, feelings, and ideas. Since noun is a name of person, place, things, ideas, therefore that can be one or more than one. And when we are talking about a noun that denotes to one person, animal, or things, then it is called a singular noun. And when a noun is more than one person, place, or things, then we call it as a plural noun. So let's discuss. For example, I'll give some example of singular and plural. Now, this is a book. This is a book. It is singular. And again, I have another book. This is another book. So when I talk about these two, I can say books. And when I talk about one book, it is a book. And when I have two or more than one, then I call it as books. The same thing, I have one pen. It is called pen. And so it's singular. And when I talk about one more pen or more than one pen, then it is pens. So it is plural. Now this is singular and this is plural. Now coming back to once again. So noun can be singular or plural. So if noun denotes one person, place, or things, then it is called singular. And when noun denotes or expresses more than one things, person, place, then we can call it as a plural. So let's come back to how shall we make plural noun? How shall we make plural nouns? So there are some ways, some changes when we make to singular noun, then we can get plural noun. For example, so book, B-O-O-K, book, and when you add S, so that will become books, and singular is book, and another next one is books. Just adding S, we made plural. And same thing, pen, P-E-N, pen, and just adding S, we can make it plural. So most of the nouns, when you add to its singular S, we can make it plural. So that's the first rule of forming plural noun from singular noun. The second one is, so singular noun, just adding S to singular noun, we can make plural. There are some nouns like boy, boys, pen, pens, girl, girls, desk, desks, book, books, cow, cows, table, tables, and there are many other. And now coming back to the second rule, while changing from when we make singular to plural, there is another rule is there. What is that rule? By adding es. And to which word shall we add es? The question comes. To which word shall we add es? Now there are some words ending with s, sh, ch, or x. So when some word, the ending word is s, sh, ch, or x, and when you make plural to that words, we have to just add es. For example, so class, because it is ending with s, then we have to add es, classes. And brush, we have to add es to make it plural, brushes. And branch, ending with ch, and we have to add es when you make it plural. Again, match ending with ch. So when you make it plural, we have to add es, matches. Then tax ending with x. When you make plural, we have to just add es in order to make plural. The same thing, dish, dishes, adding es. And again coming watch, watches, because it is ending with a ch. And again bucks, buxes. So this is the second rule. When some words ending letters are s, sh, ch, and or x, when you make plural, we have to remember, we have to add es. That is the second rule. First was adding s, second was adding es. Now coming back to what's the third rule for making plural. Now most nouns ending with o, they form the plural by adding es to the singular. So one more noun, so one more words, what's that ending with o, we have to make when you make plural, we have to add es there also. So let's see some of the nouns. Potato, potatoes, negro, negroes, mango, mangoes, adding es. Volcano, volcanoes, hero, heroes, echo, echoes. So there are some nouns. So remember, so and third rule is the word that is ending with o, we have to add es in order to make plural. Now the fourth one is, what is that? A few nouns ending with o merely add s. So don't think that there is all the words ending with o we have to make plural by adding es. There are some words which are ending with o, but we have to add s in order to make plural. What are they? Let's dynamo, dynamos, canto, cantos, piano, pianos, kilo, kilos, just adding s. Solo, solos, photo, photos, logo, logos, etc. So when you add, so there are 4 rules we have already completed: adding s, adding es, adding es to ending word o, and again ending word o, adding s. Now what is the 5th rule? So please pay close attention to this rule. Noun that is ending with y preceded by consonant form the plural by changing y into I and adding es. Once again remember, word that is ending with y, for example story, it's ending with y and preceded, just before y there is a r, so it is a consonant. Therefore what do you have to do? Y now we have to change into I and adding es. So remove y and just add ies. So all the words that is ending with y and preceded just before y, if there is a letter consonant is there, then you have to remove y, and instead of y you have to add I, and es you have to add in order to make plural. Now let's listen some of the words. Baby, babies. So you cannot add b-a-b-y-e-s. We have to make it b-a-b-i-e-s, b-i-e-s, babies. Army, armies, removing y and adding ies. Lady, ladies. Story, stories. Just I have said to you. City, cities. Pony, ponies. And most of you make mistakes when you write these things. And if this rule is aware of you, and if you are aware of this rule, then definitely you will be able to write, and definitely it will be helpful for you. Now let's come back. Now we have finished the 5th one. Now coming back to, okay, one more. Why? Okay, some of the words, for example, some of the words ending with y, but just before y, if there is vowel is there, you no need to change anything, just that rule you have to make you have to just add s in order to make a plural. What is that? So that monkeys, you cannot make a, you cannot remove y, and you need not add is. So ending with y and preceded by a consonant, then you have to remove y and add is. And the words ending with y preceded by vowel, you have to just add s, no need to remove y's. Now come back to another rule, that is sixth one. Some nouns ending with f and fe, they form their plural by changing f or fe into v and adding ies. So remember, some words ending with f and fe, when they form plural, what you have to do? We have to remove f or fe, and instead of that we have to add I, and just es you have to add in order to make plural. For example, thief, thieves, lives, halves, wives. We have to remove fe and add iva. Knives, calves, leaves, selves. So this was the sixth rule. And one more thing, just you need to remember, some words, they do not follow this rule. Even if they end with ending word, even if they end with f or fe, they do not follow this rule. They just so they follow, or they follow both the rules, s or removing ie, removing so using ves. So now for example, so hoops, you can add hoof, so you can add s, or you can just write hoops. Just you have to remove f and add ves. So there are also some words, again, there's some other words ending with f or fe. When you make plural, you need just add s. Before there were both was possible, now you have to add just s for that word. For example, chiefs, proofs. No need to remove f and you add ves. And some words, next rule is seventh one. Next rule is, some words, they change when you make plural. So we have to change the middle vowel. For example, man, men. So the vowel was a in between man. So you have to remove a. We have to remove a, and instead of a you have to add e, men. Then woman and women. Food, wo, and we have to f o d, food, and you have to remove wo, and you have to add f e t, feet. Tooth, teeth, etc. So there are also some nouns, compound nouns. So when you add some compound nouns, when you write commander-in-chief, father-in-law, so in that cases you need to add, when you make plural, you need to add s into the principal word. For example, commander-in-chief, commanders-in-chief, and father-in-law, brother-in-law, brothers-in-law, then son-in-law, sons-in-law. There are also some words, maid servants, man of war, men of war. So we need to change that into plural by adding s to the principal, word. So thank you so much, and if you have any doubts, so you can ask. Hope this small video will be helpful for you, and I will be sending some notes, and so please go through that. Definitely it will be helpful for you. Thank you so much. Have a good time.